Get in the bus. Hey, get in the bus. Let's remember another generation. Get in the bus. Yesterday, MC generation were outside. Today we are here. Go in the bus to ask them. One generation is going to be out. Only got females left. Only got females left. I've got 2 females left.
Another layer to this illegal foreign national problem that we have in South Africa is the media. Our media is always strategically there when foreigners are gathering, when foreigners have complaints about South Africa, when foreigners are staging protests. Our media is always strategically there. But every time when something happens to South Africans caused by foreigners, the media is hush about that. Just recently, there were Zimbabweans found with tons and tons of explosives. That is not a front page story. I haven't seen that story trend anywhere. And then there were Mexicans found with illegal substances. That was never front page. You have to dig to find such stories. Even the stories when children died because of being poisoned by food sold at these tuck shops in the locations, it's never front page, or you just hear it for a day and then that's the end of it. Our media is captured. Our media is captured, and our media is pushing propaganda to the entire world. For example, the illegal foreign nationals were staging a protest is it in Durban, where they were protesting at the police station, claiming that their lives are in danger, they're going to be killed, demanding that the SAPS protects them. And the media, again, was strategically there. But if you ask them, how many casualties are there? How many people have been killed? Who threatened you? Bring their names here to the police station so that the police can go look for those people. They will never say anything about that. These illegal foreigners, they know how to push propaganda. The moment they see cameras, we are being killed, our lives are in danger, when they know very well that no one has killed any of them. There have been no casualties. March on March has been staging peaceful protests. No one has been killed. The only thing that was said to them is that by the 30th of June, if you are here illegally, go home. If you need to sort out your status, or if you need to sort out your papers, you can sort them out while you're at home. That's what they're crying about. They don't want to go home. They want to stay here illegally. And the media never covers the rants that they have that are so disrespectful. You'll always see the rants that they have and their stinking attitudes here on TikTok. But the media pans away the camera when they make their comments. When they make comments like, we're not going anywhere, and they're swearing at South Africans. I just saw the other lady swearing at a South African saying, "Futek, I see you in Darwin." Why does the media is captured and they want a reaction out of us? These people are ready for a war against us. They are ready. Tell me what are those explosives for? Why did those Zimbabweans have explosives? I remember this other time, I'm not sure if this is true or not, where someone said, I don't remember, man. Someone said that the Hawks knew that Somalians or Ethiopians, I don't remember, were planning to strategically bomb some of the major malls here in South Africa. A war is brewing and they are preparing. I remember in Gqeberha, when there was an uprising against shop owners, Somalian shop owners in Gqeberha. Those people came out with guns, huge guns, AK-47 guns, threatening people in their country, threatening them. These people are preparing for a war, and this war is because they want this country. They want this country, and I'm so concerned about their logic. Because if you burn this country down to the ground, what is going to be left for you to claim? What is going to be left? Because one thing they didn't see coming is that South Africans are going to reach a point where we are going to be tired. And we have reached that point. We are tired. Our men are going to fight. And they don't mind dying because our men are not cowards. Women of South Africa are brave. We're not scared of focal, Tina. Fear focal city. And Jeba sifike kwesi stage. There's nothing they can do or ever cry to anyone that's going to convince anyone. Those police they are crying to, those police are South African. Those police understand our struggles. They live them. Sitikiwe betunana, we are tired. Please go home. If you are here illegally, please go home. Zimbabweans in particular, because you have so much to say. You have so much to say. You are so disrespectful. You are so disrespectful. And you come here and you become criminals. Criminals. Please go home. There's no war in Zimbabwe. There's no Zimbabwean that can claim refugee status in South Africa. Go home and fight for your country the way we fought for our country. We cannot fight and then you come and reap the rewards of what we fought for. And we do not owe you for apartheid. We don't owe you our country for apartheid. We have paid back the debt 10 times over in the ways that we have poured our resources into the African continent, in the way that we send our troops to go fight when there's trouble, when there's war in Africa. We send our troops to go fight. None of you send troops to come fight with us during apartheid. We don't owe you our country.
Yabona lento ye March and March isingikhombisile ukuthi bangakanani abantu abamnyama who are upholding amalokhuzana, ama values we slavery. Lento ye March and March isingikhombisile ukuthi lento engangihlezi ngisho ukuthi kuyo yonke into progress esifunayo as abantu abamnyama in South Africa, ukuze sikwazi ukuthi sithuthuke as a country, sizokwazi ukuthi sibe nama trade partners in other countries, sikwazi ukuthi sibe self reliant as a community of abantu abantsundu, abantu okuyibona abazosikheqa kulolo hambo, abantu abamnyama njengathi. Umehluko walabo bantu labo ingoba bona sebeyilokhuzana middle to upper class, and labo bantu labo will always uphold ilokhuzana, what do you call this, imithetho eyabekwa, ibekelwa ukucindezela thina, ibekelwa ukuthi silokhuze siyuzwe as isizwe esintsundu. Sekuyibona manje who are fighting tooth and nail to protect all of these illegal immigrants. Bebebazi ukuthi bayiziphula mthetho. Bebebazi ukuthi ukuba khona kwalabantu laba akuyibenefitisi i-country ngaleyo ndlela ngaphandle ukuthi kubenefite bona personally. This is a very personal thing for most people abalwela labantu, because nabantu abaniklinela endlini for half ilokhuzana the price you'd be paying for umuntu o local. Ema restaurant enu nase inkampanini zenu, ama cleaner, security, all of these people, your delivery people, bonke labantu laba niyakwazi ukuthi nibasebenzise, nibakhokhele kubangabi nama benefits, kungabe bikho into enilokhuzayo ngizothi yini, kungabe bikho into enibophezelayo ukuthi nenze ubuntu kulabo bantu labo. Yingakho nilwela kangaka indaba yokuthi bangabuyiselwa emazweni abo. This is no longer about ilokhuzana izinto zama human rights njengoba nilokho nibhizi iphente engazuthi it's a human rights issue yini nani. Nifuna ilabor yamahala because into enikhokhela labantu laba, it is appalling. There was a point where ngangilokho ngibhalelwa abantu ababesebenza ema restaurant, abantu basezem nabantu basemalawi, because I had done one post ngikhulumela omunye ubhudo wayengalokhuza wayesebenza kwenye restaurant in Pretoria bengamholeli. The amount of people besho bethama ama restaurant owner abantu abamnyama amanye, kodwa iningi ayi-own amandiya, ayi-own abelungu, but nabo abantu abamnyama are part of the system that is oppressing people. They are part of the system ekuyiyona manje esisebenzisa i-modern day slavery ukuthi icindezele abantu. So musani ukulokho nikhuluma nicijisa imlomo nenze ngazuthi nizwelana nabantu. Oh, but I've got a helper owasezim. Oh, I've got a helper waseMalawi. I've got a helper waseLesotho. Niyazi ukuthi labantu laba anibaholeli the way kufanele nibaholele ngakhona. Kune imali eziprescribed ukuthi kumele baholelwe abantu abayisebenzi ezindlini zenu, kodwa anibaholeli lezo imali lezo. So ni busy lana lokho niyakhonkotha ni pretend engazuthi ninendaba nabantu kanti nicindezela abantu. This has nothing to do with into yokuthi nina nithanda abantu bangaphandle or nithanda all Africans equally. You don't. Because ngabe niba exploit the way niba exploit ngakhona. Ngabe aniba exploit the way niba exploit ngakhona. It was the saddest thing. Abanye babeze bangibhalele bathi mina angifuni ukuthi sisi istory sami usifunde ungi-expose ukuthi ngikiphi restaurant because ngiyazi ukuthi abantu bala engisebenza khona they'll know ukuthi mina because I've been asking for a pay, I've been asking for ini nani. So if lesi story about this restaurant isiphuma kuzobe sengazuthi vele kuzobonakala ukuthi yimi, but I just wanted to say thank you ukuthi ukwazile ukuthi ukhulume ngalento ukuthi abantu are being exploited in my restaurant. That is what you guys are doing. Nilokho ni busy ni pretending ngazuthi ninendaba nabantu bangaphandle. Iyasabisa into eniyiyo nina manike nazibona ni in a place of privilege ngoba nisusa nithathe lezi zinto lezi esasiyilwela during apartheid nihambe niyozifaka kwabanye abantu. Ni pretend ngazuthi nina nithanda abantu bangaphandle kanti niyazi ukuthi you would never do that ngomuntu wala. You know that shit would never fly with umuntu wase South Africa, but you will do it emntwini wangaphandle bese nithi thina esithi abahambe bayo document babe kuma systems ukuze bazokwazi ukuthi bathole ama benefits ama human rights wabo are recognized in this country. Ni pretend ngazuthi thina sabantu ababi kanti nina igila mkhuba nikhohlakele inina eseniyimisile i-modern day slavery nayimisa ngeenyawo nilokho ni busy nithi kube yinina futhi enithi thina esithi abantu abadocumento ithina esisaba belungu. Nina anibasabika belungu senivelena abayibo, senivelena ababacindezeli, senivelena ababantu yo hayi niyasabisa shame.
Hey, baba, hey.